Oh, wait, P. Make sure you got you.
Make sure your mic close to you too.
Okay, I found this on the web for you.
What you got? What you searching for, man?
He on Pornhub.
Uh,
I'm about to say, bend your Hold on.
yeah, you can. If you want to get it, yeah, you can actually. But, yep. Yep. Boom. Yep.
That's good.
All right.
Yep.
1, 2.
Yeah, ready when you are.
All right. Yo.
Yeah, turn my headphones up.
Yo.
Appreciate you. Welcome back to another episode from your favorite podcasters, No Faking Crew. And this is episode 8, no, 9.
9.
She got a bag. What made you come up with that?
Honestly, because I was thinking about, just being online and you hear so many people talk about, we briefly spoke about it that one time about like men, like roles in relationships and how it works when who's bringing what to the table, right? And I was like, damn, I keep hearing all this stuff about like, like women that make more money and how does that look in a relationship if they make more money. So I was like, well, if she got a bag, then that's more to the pot. So then I was like, that's a discussion that we probably should talk about. Like, and how do people feel when you date your significant other that make more money than you, and how does that affect the relationship, or does it affect the relationship? You know what I'm saying?
I got my little notes. My little college notes. So it says here, women earn less than men in most jobs, but there are some expectations. Entry-level positions for 2024, women earned $52,000 on the average, while men earned $64,000. Full-time work in 2023, women's median weekly earnings were 83.6% of men's, or 1,000 compared to 1,200. So I also typed in black women and black men.
I was just, I was about to hit on that because
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
I typed,
are they talking about white women?
So it
and
says
white
race
men?
and ethnicity. The gender pay gap persists across all major racial and ethnic groups. Let's see. Black women in the U.S. earn less than black men, with median wages of $36,000 per year compared to $57,000 for white non-Hispanic men. This gap can cost black women $2,000 per month, $23,000 per year, and more than $900,000 over a 40-year career. It says wealth gap. Black women also face a wealth gap, with some estimates suggesting they have around 90% less wealth than the black and white man in the U.S.
I don't know how to feel about that.
So I'm going to talk about it from my perspective of dating because, I don't date men. I don't like men. But I've never came across a woman that made more than me, but we were equal.
Okay.
Okay. I think it could look like they make more than me because I have more, not gonna say more responsibilities, but I'm paying for school. You know, I have more of a larger, I guess, debt
Okay.
than they do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm paying for school, like all the extra stuff that I got going on, like
Yeah.
the podcast, whatever I'm trying to invest my money. I have more, but I've never met a woman that I couldn't go
Match.
dollar for dollar,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
match in any type of level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, even if she did make more than me, I think personally I wouldn't feel the way.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah.
What you need me to do? Cook, clean? You zaddy. You zaddy. You are zaddy. I for me it wouldn't bother me because we're two women and we're equal. But I
Yeah.
know in some, you know, homosexual relationships, it's a gender thing
Yeah.
where they want their spouse to be making more than them and they can
Yeah.
just do whatever
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. It's some like that, but for me, it would never bother me.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, in heterosexual relationships, you definitely hear that a lot. Like, if you the man, you need to be bringing the bacon and everything home. You know what I mean? And you got a lot of dudes who will say that if you require for your woman to work, then you a simp, or you're not really doing the manly job or manly duties by your woman working. If anything, if your woman wants to have the choice to work, then cool, but you should be covering everything financially. And if she works, that should just be money for her.
So y'all two wouldn't mind y'all women making more than y'all?
Nah, not at all. I mean, if I can be transparent, my wife makes more than me right now. And I mean, and granted, on a scale of like, when you're looking at it from a perspective of like, dollar for dollar, it's not like an astronomical number. But if we going dollar for dollar, it is more. But it's not like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's not something that's like, oh my God, like she could do all this on her own. No. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that. You know, but you got some men who will feel butthurt about that. You know what I'm saying? But for me,
They sissies.
but look, right.
Or
but
they,
but
or
look,
like
when
we
I was
talked
at,
about last
but when
episode,
I was
ego.
right, and when I was at Cheltenham, I was kicking in. And we know that Cheltenham life, it's kind of hard to not conquer.
Yeah.
I mean, financially, because I mean, you kind of forced to make
To make the money. Yeah.
Yeah, you forced over there.
you
There's no
forced to
question.
make.
You're forced.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can't even Cheltenham. You can't even be broke if you wanted to.
If you wanted to work.
Yeah, it was no way.
If you broke
You know
this
what I'm
show,
saying?
It was no way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so being, you know, and then so a lot of people don't know, like, when her father had that stroke, I went ahead, that's when I got with the county, and I was like, yo, well, you know what? I'm going to assume a different role inside our relationship here. Like, now my role is changing. I need to be home with the kids because she need to be tending to her father. Who going to be home with the kids? So I need to pick a job now where I got that flexibility, which was the county. So I went over there and was like, you know what? Let me do this. It's Monday through Friday, weekends off, it's a set schedule. I could be home supporting the kids while she kind of, and give her that space for her to kind of do what she need to do for her dad and for her to process everything that's going on. Now, that sacrifice came with a financial sacrifice, right? It wasn't just like me just wanting to be, like, granted, did I want to make money? Of course. But, you know, I understood that it wasn't about money at that moment. It was about me bringing something else to the table. So that's another thing that kind of sparked this conversation, because I think sometimes people put too much emphasis on money as if that's the only thing that you could bring to the table. And it's like, no, when certain times hit, when times get hard, support comes in different ways.
Yeah.
Like it ain't just finance, dog. If all you got is your pocket, if like I saw this interview with LL Cool J and he said he was like, niggas who lead with their wallets is corny.
Mhm.
And when he said that, I was like, damn, that's some real OG talk. But it's true because how many cornballs you done seen that we all done seen that lead with their wallet?
Mhm.
They corny. They got all the money in the world, but they corny.
I think if that was said, so how can I articulate it? It would have made sense. I think it would have caught people's attention back then if he said it back then. Unfortunately, Instagram, social media kind of ruins everything.
It does.
It ruins your perception. Like I'm sitting here, I'll be watching some of these podcasts or these interviews where the women's like, no, I need a man that makes 200 some thousand, but she only making 50.
Right.
She want to be taken
Right,
care of. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So it's like it's a
Right.
demand
Yeah.
for some of these women to
Yeah.
have a man make more
Yeah.
than them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And one podcast in particular, the dude was like, yo, he said, outside of this, I drive. He said, I drive Uber, I do Uber Eats, I do this. And the girl was like, yeah, I couldn't fuck with you because you're not making this amount of money. And the dude was like, well, that's why we not together because
Yep.
I found a person that
Yep.
doesn't mind that.
Yep.
Long as because he said it, he was like, long as it's not, he said, it's not just money with us. He said, I support my girl in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be emotional support,
Yeah.
physical support, whatever the situation is. He was
Yeah.
like, you know, of course you need money to take care of some things, but
Mm-hmm.
money, he said, in his household, money don't make the world go round in his household.
Right. I mean, it's a tool, right? Having more money, having an abundance of money is always great because it allows for you to have the flexibility and the luxury of doing multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
But like the older you get, you start realizing, like, man, like how many people we know that had money and then they talk about all the good times when they didn't have money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And how
Yeah.
sweet it was.
How sweet it
You know what I'm
was,
saying?
yeah.
When they ain't have as
Like
much.
you
You know
said,
what I
more
mean?
money, more problem.
The more money, more problems.
problem.
So I just think, you know, with the social media thing, which is an excellent point, because that kind of sparked me coming up with the title as well.
Nah, money,
You
like
know, it's
a lot of money
yeah,
causes problems.
Yeah.
Me and my mom was talking earlier. Y'all remember Freddie Gray?
Mm-hmm.
So
the Baltimore situation.
That's
yeah.
my cousin's nephew.
Okay.
So the city rewarded his mom like close to like 3.5 mil, maybe more.
Wow.
Mom blew through it.
Damn.
She blew through it. And I was kind of like, damn, how you blow? And my mom was like, you got to remember, people that never had
Mm-hmm.
that amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, she was trying to recover from drugs. My mom was like, you know, people got their hand out. She probably was just giving people money. Oh,
Yeah.
doing this and then third. I feel like, you know, not to jump off topic, but when you get that amount of money, I feel like they should provide you with a financial advisor.
Yeah.
Like it's like, okay, if we give you this, you have to go through our classes. You have to, we're going to give you this as well. In order for you to receive this money, you have to complete a financial literacy course
Yeah.
so that you know how to budget your money. And then because the city knew what they was doing when they gave her that. Oh, we just going to give it to her. And she going to blow through it.
I mean, 3 point. You said 3 point.
but
It was some more. Some more than that.
That's. I
That's
mean,
on her though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
They give you the 3.5.
Nah, I get that. I'm just saying in the sense like when people are offered this amount of money, because I heard a basketball player say that like when his contract,
Yeah.
his mom made them put in his contract financial course and
Yeah.
all this other stuff. That was the agreement for the team that he signed for.
Yeah.
If he gets this amount of money, because she ain't want to blow through it.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's the common thing, right? And to even come more full circle with that. So when you add that, right, and then you add the social media aspect to like the whole pressures of people wanting to show up in relationships with finances, right?
Mm.
These youngins out here is watching social media and feeling like they got to do whatever they got to do to get money to look like a certain perception of image. So when you got quote unquote baddies that they like the youngins call them, right? And they like, I don't want a nigga that scam. He got to scam, or he got to do this, he got to do that in order to be up. He need to be doing this, he be doing that. You got a lot of youngins out here who don't have no self-worth and don't know any better, who really feel like I got to like be up right now.
Yeah.
I need to have it right now in order for me to get the things that I want, for me to look sweet, for me to have that badge on over there. I need to have this amount of paper. I gotta stay with it all the time. Thus, now we seeing the crime rates, everything that's up. A lot of these youngins, at the end of the day, they on the hunt for money, man. They on the hunt for money.
Instagram,
but
social media controls them.
yes, but there's no hustler ambition in that. Like the hustler ambition is over with, because the hustler ambition would allow for you to say, you know what, I know I still got to work for this, no matter what I'm doing. Like it's still some type of work ethic that I have to put into something to get to it. Everybody wants it quick. They want it right now, because I need to be able to fit some type of public image that's being thrown out there, because they got these little Jones out here with the girls that's like, you know, the little pop balloon show, the little show where they pop the balloons.
Hey, that joint be funny though.
It be funny. It be funny. And it's up to a level now where I heard they paying the celebrities to come on there. I'm like, dog, y'all making this much money now where y'all pay the celebrities to come on? This is crazy. All for something that
I couldn't do that because if somebody pop a balloon on me, and I'm too sensitive. That show is not built for me. Somebody pop a balloon on me.
Hey, look.
I'm coming out the end.
Hey, look, bitch, I ain't like you anyway.
Yeah, I'm going on her. I'm going on her. Like, yeah, look at you, you big foot bitch. Fuck you, you dumb, stupid bitch. I'm going on her. Like, no question. I can't do the pop balloon thing now. I could do the 20 verse 1, but I get the pick.
It's just everything just is so shallow and on the surface now, dog, and I just can't get with it, man. I can't get with it. I'm like, dog,
It's entertainment now.
Like my grandmother, my grandfather, I know for sure my grandmom did not work consistently, and she had 9 kids, dog. She had 9 kids, dog, and I know for a fact that she did not work
9 kids. She was
consistently. Watch your mouth.
I mean, that's where babies come from.
You know what I'm saying? Grandma, hey, look, grandma was getting it in, because like when I show you the ages, they all like my mom and like her 3 older sisters, they all like 2 years apart. So she was pregnant, like she was pregnant a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's how it went back then, though.
Big families, right? Like
how
my
it went back then.
grandfather, he had 13 brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
So
my great grandmother, they had 2 sets of twins. It was a total of 15 of them,
now
and they all lived in their 90s.
that's crazy. That's amazing.
My Aunt Minnie, my great grandmother, my grandmother's twin, her brothers, all of them lived, except for I think one brother died when he was young,
Yeah.
like 12. Something had happened.
Okay.
But all of them lived to their 90s.
And I think a lot of times everybody's adopting this whole like, you want a traditional man that takes care of the family, takes care of the home front, wife sits at home. But the difference is between those women and these women is that my grandma wasn't trying to live like, she wasn't talking about, oh, buy me a Louis Vuitton purse and I need to take $20,000 trips and all that. She was maintaining a house based on the budget that my grandfather was bringing in at the time.
You don't have
And
that
that
no
was it. Now it's like,
So let me ask you something. Who do you blame? Because our generations are the parents for. The majority of our generation is the parents for Generation Z.
yeah, and it's partially our responsibility. It's partially our, because look, you know, I've been in this school system, right? And I see the youngest, and I'm like, dog, you know, like we ain't like a lot of us that came up in the 80s, early 90s, we ain't come up like this. But like now that you making a little bit of money, now you over the top spoiling your kids because you got it now. And now you want to go over the top with what you give to your kids because you got it to do for them. Not realizing that what made you strong was the fact that you didn't have it all.
Yes,
it created some work ethic for you because you had to work towards something. So just because you got it don't mean that you're supposed to give it all to your kids. So now
this generation is cursed because like I be telling them, I'm like, y'all think not going to school is cool. Y'all are 17. I've seen they cannot read, they cannot write. All they want to talk about is getting money. I said, but growing up for me, just like growing up for my dad, him telling me, our drug dealers went to school. They went to school. When I was at Friendly, a lot of the niggas I knew was hustling. Oh, they was front and center.
Yeah.
They was front and center.
It was actually okay to like be smart, man. It wasn't necessarily, it wasn't frowned upon, and it wasn't like, oh, like you like, man, like, you know, you this, you that, whatever. Like, I just think now when you got social media in play, it's one of those situations where you really have to, like, if you raising kids out here, first of all, you got to keep them off of that. I say that. Like, until they get to a certain age and they can handle it. My son is 17 years old. He has been on social media now for about a year.
Yeah, my little sister didn't get on social media until like maybe her junior year in high school.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like I need to see what
you saying,
what he's seeing, and I need to know, like, if I knew that my son was easily swayed left or right, then shit, he probably wouldn't even have it now. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I know that he's a leader in his mind, he knows how to think on his own. He knows how to assess something and be able to read between the lines and see past it. Then I'm like, okay, like you can handle this level of content. And seeing this content the way that you see it, right? And he knows how to prioritize school, social media, this, that, right? Like he knows how to put it down. Dog, if your kid gotta have their phone all the time, I always tell parents, like, take your kid phone and see how they respond. That'll show you the addiction right there. Like, if you take that phone and they go crazy, that's
I almost caved my little
that
cousin.
Right there?
I almost caved my little cousin Cheston because my cousin, she took his phone. He tried to lunge it. Nigga, who?
See, look, the hand would have already been up.
But listen, I'm like, me and my mom like, nigga, who is you doing it? 'Cause I will beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You ever do that? I promise you, I'm going to jail. I will beat all hell and fire out your ass.
Yeah, but when you give them this device with the whole world in this device, and they have no discernment in their head, you know that frontal lobe that we talk about that we was trained on, that's not even developed yet, and they seeing all this content that they not mature enough to really understand or digest. They not wise enough to really know what they looking like. It's real easy for them to just see it and take everything on face value. Thus, here we go again with this new generation with their own misperception of what a relationship is and who brings what to the table. Like, it's like, dog, clearly y'all not in the real world. Because the real world, wifey and hubby been working together. What y'all talking about with the stay-at-home moms and all that is like a 1%. Like, we live in America, dog. Like, I don't know what world y'all living in where y'all think that, like, that. I know foreigners who come over here and make good money, and guess what? Wifey and hubby is going to work together.
Yeah, I see a lot of it at work too.
You know what I'm
saying? A lot of the people coming across the border from those Spanish countries, like they.
I just don't understand, like, where did black people adopt this whole, like, oh, I like both of us can't get it together. Like we've been getting
social society. Yeah. I feel like back then it wasn't social media, it was society. Like society had, or even now, like I said, it has you thinking that your spouse can't make more than you, and then a woman can't make more
it's
than
crazy.
a man.
It's
but,
crazy.
You know, we ain't really hear too much from MP. So what's your take on it?
Right.
This shit can go a lot of ways, man.
Well, let's go.
This
Which
shit can
way?
go a lot of ways.
Which way we start?
You asked the question and you said who's the fault, right? Who's to blame for the perception, right? Of that.
I'm talking about the perception
like,
for Generation Z, not for everybody.
That's after us, right?
Yeah, Generation Z is like
we're
now.
the parents for Generation Z.
Generation Z is like the babies of the
like
early 2000s.
Like his kids are Generation
early
Z.
2000 babies.
So I think it started before us. I think it started with the generation before us.
You think
because
our parents' generation?
Yes.
So that would be like Generation X.
Only because what we talking about is the foundation of the family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Man and wife.
Right.
When did that start becoming an issue with all these single family homes?
Generation X. Right. So you talking about like the 70s,
right.
70s, early 80s.
And I think that's a direct effect of, because these kids growing up not seeing, you know what I'm saying? They're not seeing mommy and daddy go to work. They just hearing this is how it used to be way back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're hearing that, but they're not seeing it.
Right.
And then like y'all saying with the social media and all that, they get on there and see the money, the cars, these rappers, athletes, and entertainment, they seeing that life, right? And they thinking, damn, okay, yesterday he was in college. Today he got drafted. Now he millionaire. Mm-hmm. Yesterday he was a struggling rapper. He signed his contract. Now he, you know what I'm saying? So that hustle, that grind, they not seeing that this kid been playing football since he was 8 years old.
Right.
And he getting drafted at 23.
Right.
Or this dude been writing his music in his basement, you know what I'm
for
saying?
Years, and
for
then
15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? All they seeing is the success.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's where that fast, that instant gratification comes from. Right?
Yeah.
Seeing that part. Also not having that foundation. You gotta grind. Sometimes you gotta grind together.
Yeah.
Like you say, my mother, she growing up, you know what I'm saying? My mother and father was married till the day he passed. My mother always had a job.
Yeah.
Right? My mother always had a job. At sometimes my father would have 2 or 3 jobs.
Yeah.
So she was always, he's out working. She'd go to her job, do her 8, 10 hours or whatever. Yep. She would come home, and now it was time for us.
Right.
But he's still out
there.
You know, he's still out working. And you got women today, if I'm going to work, you know what I'm saying? Why do I need to come home and take the kids? Because he's still out there grinding too.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He's still out there grinding too. That's you don't just have these kids and then think, oh, because I had them, you know what I'm saying? We all just gonna sit around here. Nah. Right. Especially now with inflation and all of that type.
Man, talk about
it. You can try to sit home and just take care of them kids if you want to. Right?
Talk about it.
Just sit there and don't be bringing nothing there.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying. And a lot of it too. And a lot of it too. You will hear, like you say, with the job, I be doing a lot of transports. You know what I'm saying? The radio, I can't. The radio, just the music, quality music. So sometimes I get on Facebook and just let the videos play. And what I've been saying now is these gold digger pranks. I've been
When they go up to the shorty, then when they say no, and then they'll go to the car.
They go to the car.
I be watching them joints on YouTube.
They right back. You know what I'm saying?
And it's sad, yo. That shit crazy.
Right back, and they're all off bucks.
Yeah.
I've never heard one of them get in the car and say, and like, it's cool to want to do with some stability because you need that, right?
Right.
You need to find out the stability.
Right.
But they get in the car talking about bags, purses, this.
I want to go to the mall. Where we gonna eat at? Yeah.
Ain't saying nothing about. I've never heard one of them something help them get through school. You know what I'm saying? They trying to go to school. They trying. That's something that even me in the dating stage, right? Because I think all of this originally is for husband and wife. Yeah. Right? The whole 50-50 and all that, that's not even a question if you my girlfriend. Yes, we are. Right. That's not even a question because I'm not. Once you become my wife, you had them kids, boom, for the first whatever, even past the maternity leave. Because most jobs only 6 months, if that.
Sometimes
If it makes more
90
sense.
days.
If it makes more sense,
Yeah.
if it makes more sense for you to sit home
Yeah.
with the kids, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
now again we talking about expenses, daycare and all of that.
Yeah.
If it makes more sense for you to
Yeah.
do that,
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be out here busting my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My off days, when I get off, that's for y'all.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But right now, that's what it's gonna be. But back to, back to these women is just getting in the car talking about buying trips and bags and clothes and all of this. And ain't none of that shit. A lot of times they don't even remember the dude's name. But you done hopped in his car. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think the gap came between the gap is like we said, because I don't know that you saying Generation X? We what?
We millennials.
We millennials.
So Z under us and X is
Above
us.
us, yeah.
I would say that's where it started falling apart at.
Yeah.
If you ask me, because
Yeah. So ideally, when the family dynamic started breaking up, that's when we start, because you know what? That's a great point, right? Because when I think about some of my friends, right? Like, granted, I've been transparent about my father. So like,
hold on, now they cut you off. So Generation X will be our parents, 1965 to 1979.
Okay, right.
Generation Y is 1980 to 1994, which is us, I think. Yeah, okay, so it's right. Yeah,
That'd
so
be us,
but
80,
they don't
94,
call us Y, they call us millennials.
Right, right.
Okay, so that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
okay.
Okay.
So with my dad, I think about the fact that he made the choices in his life, my biological father, and he went through some things because of it, right? But when my mom got with my stepdad, I literally was able to watch them grind together. I went to 5 different elementary schools because we lived in this apartment. Rent got too high. We go to this apartment. You know what I'm saying? Rent get a little too high over there. Then we go over here. All the way to the point where I remember sitting in the room with them when they was signing all these papers for their first house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we went from all these apartments to this townhouse. And then by the time I graduated high school, they upgraded to the single family joint. You know what I'm saying? In Forestville, right? So it is to be a kid and to be able to watch 2 people get it out the mud like that. We used to have one car. My dad car, a Sentra, dog. And a Sentra and a I'm talking about, this was like a 92 Sentra. And them joints was super small. Nigga, we took, me, my cousin Vincent, my mom, my dad, we took this Sentra to Myrtle Beach. We took this Sentra. Dog, I'm talking about, we use this Sentra. My dad would get off. He would pick me up from school. And then we got to go to Georgetown to pick my mom up because she was working at Georgetown University Hospital. We was doing all this in a day with one car.
One car, yeah.
Y'all was getting it. Man.
I didn't see them evolve to 2 cars till much later in my life, to 2 cars. You know what I'm saying? So that when I think about those things, it's humbling for me because whenever I get to, you know how men do, we like, man, am I doing enough? Blah, blah, blah. My dad always remind me, be like, man, you gotta start thinking about me and your mom. You saw it. You know what it is like. You ain't supposed to this thing is a marathon for real. It doesn't happen right away. Everybody is different. So I think it's a lot of youngins who weren't fortunate to be able to see the hustle and the grind
I didn't
of what it takes.
For me, I didn't see it growing up. My parents weren't together.
Okay.
I did see the hustle singly. My father getting his first house. My mom, I saw them hustle by themselves. So that kind of put me in a, oh, I don't need nobody. I can do it by myself. So I never seen it together. And then by the time he married my stepmother, they already had it.
Got it. So your perspective, you seeing it from a single standpoint.
I seen it from seeing my dad, because I didn't grow up in a 2-parent home.
Yeah.
So I seen my dad go from apartment to apartment, living with his friends. Then boom, next thing you know, hey, we gonna go look for houses. Like you said, seeing my dad sign, his name on his first house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he based his first house by letting me pick it. You know what I'm saying? My mom seeing her go through it by herself, by her first house by herself.
Yeah.
So I see it from a standpoint like I don't need nobody to kind of, if we got to get it out the mud, yeah. But then as I got older, I seen a lot of people around me, my friends. Like I see you and your wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see Chicken and his wife. I see MP and his girl. I see a lot of my friends. I see my homeboys and their wives. You know what I'm saying? Like my homegirl, my best friend, she's the breadwinner in their house. You know what I'm saying? Because the husband's not that he's not working. He's just not pulling in the money that she's pulling in. So it's basically like I see it from one lens, not two.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I see it. But I already have the expectation, like, okay, well, whoever I'm with, we gonna do this together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've came across 2 women out of the many women that I dated that kind of was just like, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And didn't put it in.
Mm-hmm. And that could be a lot.
And
that could be a lot.
It overwhelmed me to the point where I became distant.
Yeah.
And in their head, oh, you don't like me, like, oh, bitch, like, I'm running up and down the road doing 12-hour shifts. This is when I was at Showham doing 12-hour shifts. I want to come home, or you know what I'm saying? Because it was at one point, like we talked about, Shorty wanted me to move in with her. If I come home, I want, you know what I'm saying? I want to relax.
Yeah.
And then it's not like you live close to where I work. You live a whole nother hour away.
Yeah.
So if I finish doing 12-hour shifts, I'm coming up to your house. I ain't getting to your house till about 11:30 midnight.
Yeah.
I gotta wake up by 4:30 just to get back and be like, I'm tired. I don't want to. I don't want to run.
That.
I don't want to run. But that person didn't see that.
Yeah.
That person just saw, okay, well, in her head, you supposed to take care of me. Then, it was another chick that wanted to move in before. I'm like, oh, we got to date first. We've known each other for a while, but I want to date. So no, because you looking for somebody to house your dumb ass. Because you can't leave where you at. Because then if you leave where you at, you don't got nowhere else to go. So you want us to start looking for places before we even get, nah, it don't work like that.
That's one of the reasons why I'm teaching my son now to put some value on yourself and get yourself up to a certain level in your life. And then the idea is that you meet somebody who don't gotta be exactly where you at, but they on the same page when it comes to saving money, when it comes to economic freedom, when it comes to, like, they just on the same bandwidth that you're on. So when y'all both get together and put that shit together, the possibilities is endless.
Yeah.
But if you get with somebody that's a taker, somebody that just like pour into me, and they ain't got nothing to pour back into you, dog, they gonna drain all your resources.
Man, drain the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
They
gonna empty your tank.
and they gonna drain you.
And then when like what I was telling my mom the other day, when we finally ended, whether they stopped talking to me or not, it was kind of like I felt lighter.
Mm-hmm.
I felt lighter, like I don't gotta hear it no more.
Yeah,
I don't gotta keep giving you money no more. I don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? It was one of them things like they lived 45 minutes from me. Why you always want me come out there? You got a car too. Come down here and visit me too. I want that same in return. But I always had, all I heard was, I didn't do. And I'm looking at my bank account. Oh, bitch, I did do. I did a lot.
yeah, dog.
I'm looking at the miles on my car.
Yeah,
I did a lot.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's draining. So, like me and you was talking earlier, Shorty done booked us a trip. Name on the. I'm good. I don't know how to handle that because I've never had that.
Yeah.
She like, nah, all you gotta do is pay for your flight. What? All right, well, how much? You know what I'm saying? We can split. She like, nah, I got it. Boom, taken care of.
I mean, they do exist.
And I'm kind of like,
They do exist.
I'm learning that. I'm like, oh shit.
They do exist.
But even the women that I dated briefly, they still had their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty in Philly, her kids is set. College tuition paid for. They not even 18 yet. They can go to any school they want. They set.
Yeah.
Everything, like, seeing that, that's why I was kind of like, oh, okay. It's really women out here that don't need a motherfucker to take care of their kids because I'm so used to dealing with the woman that had the child that you don't do this. Can you do this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, she set her kids up.
Yeah. They definitely out here. I mean, and that's why I say to like the men and women who are dealing with somebody who does make more than you, if that's what you putting all your value into, then yeah, it is gonna hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
If that's all, if that's all that matters to you, but if you start getting more internal into what this whole relationship thing is really about, then you would know that, man, money should never lead no relationship, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's really the point of this whole thing, right? It's like it's a problem with money leading too much in the world, period. And that's why all these issues. What's the common denominator? Money. And people putting money first before everything else, dog. Like, and the more and more we do that, we're gonna fail as a culture, dog. We got people now, man, dog, like everybody doing something online to monetize to make money, even if it's a matter of making a fool out of themselves.
Yeah, I was on my way here. The little chick that became famous off TikTok for doing an NPC. Her name was Pinky Doll or something. She started a whole NPC thing last year.
What NPC thing?
When she was acting like a non-NPC, non-playable character.
Oh, non-playable character.
Yeah, that's what NPC stand for.
Oh shit. I ain't even
Why you look? Oh, y'all ain't know what that was?
I was just gonna keep letting you talk.
Nah,
Hey,
cause-
look,
maybe-
hey, look.
You pick up
I'm
on
like,
the context clues.
This is an NPC, right?
No. So,
I'm gonna just keep letting them talk.
but I've heard that word. If y'all ever play video games, you know that there's
That's
an
the
NPC.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
All right, I grew up playing video games, but yeah, they become NPC, and she literally sitting there.
Like if my
eating-
son came down here, he would probably know exactly what
Yeah,
you was talking about.
this hoe was sitting there eating 20. She ate 20 pounds of hot dogs. Yo, I swear to God, bro.
Not 20 glizzies.
Bruh, I swear. Look, bruh, I swear to God, bruh.
Hold on.
Was it
Hold
20
on.
hot dogs or 20 pounds?
Hold on,
of hot dogs?
I'm about to show you.
Hold on, MP.
'Cause
Hold
20
on.
pounds of food, bro.
Hold on. That's crazy.
It says 20 pounds of hot dogs.
One Pepsi. Hump, hump. Let's get it, baby.
20 pounds. I don't think she ate that shit though. And she ate them glizzies raw. But that shit nasty. That shit made my stomach hurt. I'm like, ugh.
That's crazy.
20 hot dogs.
I mean, that's making me sick.
Right.
That makes me sick just
Right.
even thinking
I
about
watched
that.
Jason Derulo one time. You know, every time he reached a certain amount of followers, he would create some type of food, like some big ass, dumb ass shit. This motherfucker, I think he had hit 20 million followers. He ate 20 hamburgers. 20 hamburgers.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
like,
don't know.
man.
If they was white casual, I probably
Nah, these,
white casual.
you said,
Yeah, I might be able to get in there with 20 white casual. But I ain't gonna hold you.
hold on, I'm about to.
Because they kind of small,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
they
I
kind
know.
of small, right?
Especially in the college days when I was big.
Not Jason. I said Justin. Jason Derulo.
But nah. So what you talking about the NPC? That's like with people was getting on acting like
they
Sam,
were-
like Sam's characters. And
Yes,
shit like
yes.
that? Oh, so that little trend. Okay. Like I said, if you talk long enough, I was gonna pick it up. I just
Right,
wasn't gonna be
right.
like, what's that? Nah.
Yeah, That's crazy. I mean, but I mean, here's the thing, man. I mean,
See, look at this shit. This what he would do. He would just make shit like candy and like look at that.
and then he got his music in there.
He got M&M's, Twizzlers. Like, hold on, let me see. This motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Look at this. Who the fuck is eating that? Like this motherfucker is crushing this drink.
I don't know. I know some kids at a birthday party that might go through
Right,
that.
but that a grown man.
Man, what?
I know some kids at a birthday
I showed that
party.
to baby girl right now. I showed that to Tink. She gonna be like, I'm gonna try
I'm gonna
that.
try that.
Right. But him, like
But
he,
him.
like
yeah.
our bodies are not like.
And then the irony of him doing that and like his physique. I mean,
Yeah.
he definitely takes care of himself, right? So
Hey, no.
like
He didn't get all that shit.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean that's what it is. I mean, everybody is doing something to monetize and to kind of like make money in a sense, and it almost like, you know, you start questioning like, damn man, like where's the integrity at, man? Like there's no more integrity. Like, does it still exist? Like when people talk about a man's man, right, or a woman's woman, right, a woman's woman, a man's man. When I think about what that looks like, it's one thing. You can't sell me on nothing. You can't sell me on nothing. That when I see that, that's one of the biggest things I look at in people. Like, can I sell you on something? Because you got some people, man, as soon as you start talking money,
They gone.
they compromised. They compromised just like that, dog. But here's the thing. A person that could stand on 10 toes and not be compromised by money, yeah, that's a different that's a different, because in this world where inflation and groceries is up,
Yeah, that's
and,
crazy.
and gas is up,
Inflation is fucking
you know,
crazy.
it's
bro.
crazy. Dog, I just went to the grocery store.
And you spent $300 for 2 items.
Dog, I literally got like, it was like 15 items. And it was like almost $200.
Yes. It's
Like what? Like it's insane. It's insane, and it's to the point where, like, you know, y'all see me. I mean, I'm always jugging. Like when it comes to the jobs, I'm always like, all right, go higher, because I have to. Like when I told my manager, like with me stepping off, I was like, I said, look, this opportunity here, I'm making literally way more than I'm making here, and I have to like put my family first. Like with everything that's going on, I have to put myself in a financial position to be able to provide more for my family. I said, it's not the job. It said it's not the department. Everything is great. I said, but honestly, I have to put myself in position to make more. And if it's an opportunity that's going to allow for me to do that, then I'm going to take it.
yeah.
I have to. And you know, and I'm pretty sure it's plenty of more people in this country that's having those type of conversations with their bosses right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, you know, now some places it is the job. Some places it's not the job. But either way, we all are trying to make more money. But the difference is that I'm going back to a situation that I know there's some flexibility there, that is going to still benefit me even when it comes to a quality of life. I'm not going back into a situation where I'm like, damn, like I'm about to be locked all the way in. I ain't about to see my family, and I'm sacrificing a lot for the sake of making some money. I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know if I'll ever go back to that space. Because the last time I was in that space was Cheltenham.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, never.
That was the last place I was at. The last time I felt like that was there.
Where we at on time? Not to cut you off.
48. So
Yeah,
you know,
I refuse to have a job ever put me back in that
Yeah.
space. That space right there, it was depressing. It was like, it was so much.
so that's why I support MP. You know, we got
Yeah.
yeah.
And we
Just Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I'm all for getting what you could get and getting the quality of life with that. Because I definitely believe that you can get the money that you want to get and get the quality of life too.
And that's the thing. And you keep using that word quality of life. You use that. You said that was one of your main reasons. I remember the conversation.
Yep.
We didn't get all the way into it.
Yep.
But when you was leaving,
Yep.
and I'm like, dang,
Yep.
bro. And I was still kind of young as far as in my show, in my career.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, they gonna give all this money up.
Yeah.
I wasn't dealing with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not her kids. It was just me.
Right.
So now, right?
Right.
Now that the lens is a little different. Bro,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like, man,
Yeah.
this ain't for a single man.
Perfect. Get it. I mean, get it.
Man, for a single man, this
Forget
this
it.
is
But
perfect.
But when you trying to be there for a family,
Yeah.
you know, you trying to be supportive, you trying to be there, you don't want to miss certain things.
Yeah.
You want to be active, you want to be supportive, you want to be a part of their life.
Yeah.
That's
It's just
a hard thing to do working in that type of environment, man.
What? Show him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause and I remember you said quality of life. You said
Yep.
You said it's gonna be a pay cut,
Yep.
but I'm gonna gain. I remember the conversation.
That's crazy that I said that.
Yeah.
man.
What? For
'Cause
what? Show him?
I really locked in on that
You used that
mentality. I
term.
really
You used
understood
that term,
that
quality of
because
life.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, that's how I felt when I left Showham to go to Fairfax. It was like I really wasn't taking a pay cut. I just wasn't going to see what I saw because I worked so much at Showham. And here it's directly 40 hours. You could pick up some time, but it was like, man, fuck that shit for real. Like I want to have a life.
Yeah.
And because of that, I was able to go back to school and get my doctorate, what I've always talked about. I wouldn't have been able to do that at Showham because I wouldn't have had the time. Like I commend, for example, that got their masters. My cousin Mayo, he got his masters during that time, and he pledged. You know what I'm saying? I commend.
I didn't even know this. This nigga was getting his masters too.
Yeah, I commend Russell for getting. You know what I'm saying? I commend them because I didn't have that work-life balance.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it, and then it was just like.
You see, you gotta think everybody just named they was able to accomplish that when they got up to that white shirt level.
To see, I ain't have to get there. You know what I'm saying?
They was able once they got, and even now, right? Even now, I could go that route. It's one on the table right now. It was one on the table in December.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's where my mind was. But right now, how I'm feeling, like I don't even want to be in that building.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Yeah. Once you get to that point,
I don't even want to be.
Once you get to that point, because I remember
right now, the money is the only thing. Of course, the job and all, but even more, and I can say even more than what we do.
Yeah,
it's the money right now.
Yeah,
is
only thing that's right.
Man, listen, I know we done all been there. I done pulled up and contemplated calling out 5 minutes before I'm supposed to be in that jump.
Well, I can say this now. I know for sure. I've had a couple times. I was literally on my way there, and I was like, Lord, I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Call that number. They just answer the phone. I'm like, Miss D, like, let me speak to the ship commander.
What saved me was I already knew I had a start date coming up with Fairfax.
Man.
I didn't know exactly when. I fucked around, caught COVID in that joint. I never went back. My mom was like, oh, yeah, you done. You're not going back in that building. November 15th, 2020 was my last day.
And I know this is off topic, but it's different forms of anxiety, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was having anxiety, man.
I developed anxiety, PTSD.
Fucking around with Showdown. Because I would, like, when I turned on Frank Tippett Road, my stomach would get tight.
Yeah.
My stomach would get tight.
Yeah.
My hands would get sweaty.
White used to say when he would pull up, he would have these headaches. White said his head would start hurting.
Like I
Soon
was
as he
just
get-
like, it was like a sense of like not even nervousness, but just like,
it was anxiety attack.
damn.
Anxiety attacks, panic attacks. Those don't always look like what we think they look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People, I can't breathe. No,
It's not always
it's
that.
It's not. It's not. Panic it's always triggered by something. You got to think about it.
riding on that road could have triggered you.
It's an anxiety attack, right? So whatever that trigger is, it's the building. You know you're getting close.
Yeah.
Now your body's reacting to it. Some people can mask it, like you say. You didn't even know what was going on with yourself.
Nah, I
So
didn't.
you didn't physically react to it. But
Right.
people who know they have anxiety, people who know they have panic attacks, sometimes they can't breathe, and that's when it gets to the point where people start physically panicking. When it gets to that point where they start breathing, because everything else just seems like, oh, I'm just nervous. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm just nervous, or I'm just sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Things that we knew. People get stomach aches all the time.
To be honest
people
with you,
hands
just
sweat all the time, right?
just read.
Yeah.
Not being able to breathe isn't something that happens to people all the time. And so once it gets to that level, once anxiety is that bad, when you start to can't breathe and feel like you have an asthma attack, people react to it. But yeah, you was having.
To be
was having
honest with
panic
you,
attacks.
talking about it and thinking
was
about
having-
this
you
shit,
was
that
having-
shit it's triggering now. Just like thinking about like, I swear to God, like thinking like, damn, like all them times where I had to stay, where I didn't get no breaks. That, you know what I'm saying? They calling me a big baby, motherfucker. I worked 8 hours straight, and y'all got me here for another 8. You better give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's triggering hearing it.
Yeah.
Like, because it brings back those unsettling memories.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't all bad, but then
No.
it was just like, because it definitely gave me the experience to kind of be the top candidate for a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was at Cheltenham, like, motherfucker. But then now with all this lawsuit and shit going, I got questioned at work. My supervisor was like, I swear to God, I'm at work. He like, hey, I heard on the radio that Cheltenham, where you
Somebody said that to me the other day too. Was
Everybody-
like,
That's like if it happened, I ain't see it.
and that's
Oh.
and
That's
that,
it.
and that was
That's
my
that
response.
part.
That
Yeah, like I
part.
came into work like last week, and my manager was like, "Hey, I heard your old facility was on a, I don't know nothing what you talking about. I ain't see shit while I was there.
and I'm like, sir, you know
It's
how
that
many,
now it used to be a token like, damn, you came from Showham. Now they talk about it. I was like, oh yeah, so you was at Show? Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I just think in a nutshell, man, like, you know, if, you know, because I know we're gonna end up ending soon, but really to bring it full circle, until everybody really stops putting so much value into money, like, we're gonna keep running this shit in the circles. Because what's gonna happen when the dollar don't exist no more?
Right.
What the fuck everybody gonna say now? What the fuck you gonna say now when this nigga cash don't mean shit? All that cash, like look, all that
of
shit,
the,
all that
of
shit,
the,
all that shit with the brick of money to you.
Riz,
Right.
you ain't got no Riz.
I mean, what's gonna happen when the money don't mean shit? Because that's where we going. That like that's
We could talk about that.
yeah, that's a whole nother podcast. But that's where we going. That's the trajectory of this economy. We about to go to a cashless economy.
Yeah, because I be using my Apple Pay like it's endless money on this bitch.
I mean, that's just what it is. And I mean, the dollar,
I don't
the
even
US dollar
carry my
don't mean
wallet.
shit now.
I'm about to say, but even not so much reporters. He not talking about like.
I'm sorry,
actual
I know what he
cash,
talking
just
about.
having it
Yeah.
in the bank. That shit is about to be.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
That man, if that man get back in his office, Slim,
Project 2025.
Yeah, so I mean,
I'm already
so
looking at Jamaica.
right.
Oh, what?
Canada.
I'm gone.
Yeah, so people
We
better
the money we make here, I'm a millionaire over there.
for
To
sure.
them little
for
countries.
Sure. I told wifey actually last week. I said, look, The kids, I said, we got it set up with it. I already got the applications up there for the passports for the kids. We need to go ahead and get their stuff together. So, we need to make this happen. I said, normally when you can expedite the passports, to get them to come faster. I said, so we need to start thinking. We need to start thinking about that. I said, I got a cousin out Germany.
Not for real, man. Listen, let me tell you,
know what I'm saying?
I got family out Bermuda, Jamaica.
We can talk about it off air, but bro, this the shit that he talking, the shit that he's doing, that whole little shooting shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He got grazed.
Yeah, that might like for sure. This might be. We might have to. This might be a general conversation podcast that we might have to talk about because that it's a lot. We got a lot on that one.
With the ending, what did we at on time?
Oh, 59.
Oh, okay, so I guess we coming to a wrap. So far we talked about everything, especially when it comes to women making more money than their partners.
Mm-hmm.
My closing remarks: I don't care. Like, tell me, no, baby, I got this. No, you don't worry about it. I'm what? Y'all gonna see, listen, the day I find a woman that do that, y'all gonna see a whole different me on Instagram. They gonna be like, is that Tiff? That's me. I'm sitting like this. Carrying her purse.
Hey.
Come on, Zaddy, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Cause I'm looking for somebody to make me feel like a queen, like how you did. Made me feel like a queen. You made me feel amazing.
What are you talking about? Fridays?
Yeah, man.
Oh my
like
God.
You was like, nah.
It's so weird.
Cause you was like, you was like, nah, I got it. I said, oh shit, nah, this nigga, yeah. Oh. I was like, yeah. I wanted to go around and brag. Yeah, my man. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
Before y'all give y'all closing remarks, you know what I want to do for my birthday?
What?
I want to make a record. So we got to get everybody on the beat. I just want to rap.
Okay.
Get some studio time.
Okay.
Just
all right.
Make sure I'm drunk. Just rapping. Yep.
Okay.
That's just what I want to do for my birthday.
So you want to record something?
Yeah, I want to record and get all my homeboys, like get y'all to rap and shit. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's about to be litty. And then release it have a album release party or a single release. Jesus. Yeah, it's going to be litty. It's my 37. So, I'm the baby out of the three of y'all. So,
37, wow.
I remember when I met you when you turned 30.
Mm-hmm. Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Damn, man, it's been no break.
Yeah. I remember when you turned 30 because your wife threw you a surprise party.
Right.
And I didn't come because I was too busy doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Wow, damn. Well, what I got? Don't put all your value in the money because it ain't going to mean shit in a few years. And not only that, but it's more to a relationship than money, y'all. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep because guess what? You ain't always going to be up. Shout out to my wife today because she sent me lunch money today.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I mean, like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. You find somebody where y'all can hold each other up. When one is down, one is up. That's all that matters, man. Like, all that other extra shit. Stop listening to the internet. A bunch of liars.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. I think I found, but I'm going to slow walk it with this person.
Yes.
Please. Yeah, I'm going to slow fucking walk the shit out of this.
I'm talking about walking the park.
We gonna be.
I'm talking about walking the park.
We gonna be moving like fucking.
Have you ever felt like you slow walked anything?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, shit, go slower than that.
No.
Think about go slower than that.
I'm trying to go slow as a
because
sloth.
This one right here.
Yeah.
This one right here.
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to go slow as
I'm
a sloth.
talking about hop jumps out the window. No parachute.
Go.
Go.
This girl called me a leaper. She said, you be leaping like a motherfucker.
She jumps out the window.
parachute,
No,
nothing.
nothing.
Gone. Fuck it.
I'm on my way.
But yeah.
Like, damn.
But
No safety,
listen,
going over
this is what I
safety
was saying.
guidelines. I'm going slow like a sloth. Like slow.
do the complete opposite of everything you've done in the past.
I'm already doing that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm
so
already ahead of you.
I
That's
was
what my
trying to
therapist.
find a gauge, right?
No,
For
that's
you to
what-
be like, yeah, I went slow with this person.
No,
go
no,
slower
no,
than
no,
that.
no.
Go-
Never. Never. I'm
The
gonna be
complete
honest.
opposite. The complete opposite
Complete
of everything
opposite, yep.
you've ever done
That's
in the
what.
past.
And then therapy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm loving it, but it's slow. But this time I got a parachute, and
Okay.
I'm listening to all the guidelines, and then kind of like, oh no,
Yeah.
if I feel my boundaries are being crossed, oh no.
'Cause, boy, they get to talking that talk, and she out the window.
Mm-hmm. That's all it takes.
I'm talking about.
Smooth talking, motherfucker. She could be gone.
Boy.
Not smooth.
Then she gonna be calling you and me talking
Uh-huh.
about.
God damn.
Or Gary. that nigga sick of me. That nigga said,
Nah,
Call-
you gonna get it right though.
yeah,
You gonna get it
I'm
right.
definitely taking my time, bro. I got to. I owe it to myself.
Yeah, you do. You do. What
Fuck-
you got, MP?
Well,
You
say,
like your woman making more money than you?
I've never been with a woman that made more money than me.
Look at
Honestly, I don't know how I would be able to how I would do that.
Right.
Again, just because of what I've seen growing up, that's not, you know what I'm saying?
you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would not say allow that, but of course I'm happy for you, right?
Right.
I'm happy for us,
Right.
And I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm not even looking at it as a competition. That's what I was gonna say earlier. A lot of men have an issue with it because it's at that point this is my competition, not
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that'd be the only reason that I feel like a man could have an issue with it, but it's sticky.
It is
It's
sticky.
it's a sticky situation because you dealing with men and females or women. I'm sorry, dealing with men and women with different mentalities.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I mean?
one thing
I was having a real conversation with somebody that we work with. I don't think none of y'all know him. They knew, but he just had a baby. His child's mother is a lawyer, or she's just finished law school, so she's studying for the bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this man, and it made me. I'm looking at him when he's talking, and he's like, "Shit, I'm about to be a stay-at-home dad." She about to be a lawyer.
Oh, he tripping. Oh yeah, he tripping.
And he like a jokester, right? He
Well, I don't know. They say some truth to
he
them.
one of
jokes.
them people that nobody really takes serious around him.
Yeah.
But as I'm looking, I'm like, nah, he's serious. like so she about to do that, cool. So that means you're gonna stop doing this. Just the
And clearly he don't know how law works.
yeah.
She's
like-
not getting case as soon as she passed.
Right.
You gotta be highly recommended.
Right. Highly recommended.
And a law firm gotta
and
take
a law
you.
firm. Yep. And
So
a law
if
firm.
she-
Type of money. So I'm just listening. I'm like, man, I'm talking about like my skin was crawling, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know that
Yeah.
how y'all was just saying. I'm like, bro, it just made me feel uncomfortable hearing another man talk like that. So
Yeah.
I don't think it'll never be a situation where like that for me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if I bump into a doctor or before this situation, if I was to bump into a doctor, a lawyer, somebody like that who was
Already
yeah,
established.
who's already
Yeah.
yeah. All right, cool. That's not gonna for me in my mind take away from my role as a man in a relationship if that makes sense.
Right.
You
It
know what I'm
should.
saying? So I think it's a lot of gray area in that topic for me, but
And it's all depending on the type of woman that
the
you
type
with
of
too,
woman that-
right?
Yeah.
Because you
Mhm.
could get with the boss chick that she feel like, yeah, I've been doing me this whole time, so nigga, you gonna do what I say
So,
type
yeah.
shit.
See,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
That
you
will
really
never- that's
like
nah.
really, and then she like, nigga, you can't really say nothing, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you do have those women who do exist who they do make money. Like I saw this one clip and the dude was like, he said, man, I was kind of low, and my girl, she had it, but we was out eating dinner with our friends. So what she did, instead of her taking out the money and paying for it, she put it under the table
under
and
the
gave
table.
it to me
Yeah.
so that I could pay it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's little stuff like that. Not that it matters,
It mattered to him.
but she
She
knew that
made-
she knew that
she
it mattered
knew
to
to
him.
him.
Right.
Yeah.
It mattered to him.
Yeah.
So because it mattered to him, she gave him she didn't want him looking a certain way. She knew that how it would make him feel. That damn, like, you know, like,
But see, now-
if they was by themselves, it was just them two. She probably just whipped
Right,
it out, and
right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying.
So-
The fact that they was
right.
Coming
With-
from,
with
like I
the
said,
company,
yeah, she probably like
coming
well,
from a homosexual myself, baby, I don't care. Take care of it. You can wow, like,
Right.
give it hit,
Right,
Bow,
right.
I got you, like,
Right, and those-
alley hoop it to me,
right,
in front of. I don't give a fuck.
And those dynamics are definitely different based on like gender
I don't give
roles
a.
and
I
stuff
don't
like
give
that.
a fuck.
You know what I
Look,
mean?
You about to pay for it? Let me alley hoop it. Bio, y'all. She
Yeah.
got us. She got me.
Yeah,
Check me out.
yeah.
That shit
But-
don't bother me.
But see,
But like you say, is that dynamic is a little different.
Right.
and the flip side of that though is, what about the girls who the guy goes out with the girl and her friend, and then she expects for him to pay for his girl and the friend?
I've never had that happen. I've never had that happen.
I know two people that happened.
If I go, I've
That
never.
is crazy.
I've never had that happen.
That is crazy.
Two people
Man,
that
let me
happened.
knock on wood, man.
That is
I've
crazy.
never had that happen to me. Thank
my
fucking God.
man, he took his girl out for her birthday. She invited, I think it was like 2 or 3, and they went to what's the shit?
Probably somewhere crazy.
Maestro.
Maestros.
And at the end of the joint, I guess none of them came out with no money. None of them came out.
How much was the bill?
It was like
Maestros
almost
is expensive.
It was almost $600.
My God.
It was almost $600. He said he came out, you know, because the situation, he didn't want to make it a big deal. So he paid it, but after that, it was over. Because he said he didn't know nothing about. He knew they was coming, but he didn't know nothing. He didn't know he was.
Oh, so he called it all. He broke up with her after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they was together. It was close to 2 years at that
Damn,
point.
he broke over.
They
Wow.
was together close to 2 years.
She probably was shocked. Oh, damn.
But he was that type of guy though, and I'm like, when I was talking to him, I'm like, you can't be mad, cause you met her in the club.
Yeah, you out
know what I'm
here
saying? You
looking
was-
like you the man.
Yeah, you met her.
You
in
know
the
what I'm
club.
saying?
You
Like
gave her this type of-
perceptions,
you know what I'm saying?
perceptions.
You gave her this type of
Yeah.
lifestyle, this thought. So when it came down time to that, she probably brought her girls out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, he got
my
us. He
mom-
got us. He got us.
My
That type
mom
of
said that about my ex fiance. She was like, "You created that monster." She was like, "You was buying bags and doing whatever," and so her expectation is she ain't. What the fuck does she have to do? You got it. You taking care of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So my mom was like, my mom told me the same thing. You couldn't be mad, but
Yeah.
we gotta wrap this shit up though. man.
Yeah. Good podcast, man. Great podcast. That's it, folks. I guess. What we got? I guess we'll reconvene. Yeah.
Reconvene.
Y'all be easy.
Watch out
folks.
for my mixtape. My producer Porter.
Oh my Lord. Jesus.
My album dropping. What, that shit gonna be lit. Talk about. I got a first song on there called "Fuck Them Hoes." Oh, here we go.